what's going on, guys? My adorable nephew, it's Ryan here. Got Luke up there driving, sister in the front. We're on our way to Sonora, going out to the Battle Hardened. It'll be the first time we ever do a Battle Hardened. We're talking to the people, bro. Hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Road trip. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Ryan here. Just checking in. We are in the 6th round for the Battle Hardened. I am 4-2 right now. I'm the last one that made it through out of our group. It's been a long day for sure. Lots of good matches. My 2 L's so far are Syndra and Marlon. Believe it or not, Marlon's being really impressive in this tournament, and we have, I think, 2 at top tables. So it was cool to see the crew, and yeah, it's been a good tournament. But we're about to head into that last round, and I'll get you guys updated afterwards. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ryan. We are at the end of the Battle Hardened. I did get top 32. I did not win. Yeah, so I went 4-3. And my last round was Prism, but I appreciate y'all staying tuned, and I'll update y'all later. Peace.
Hey guys, and we're back. It's, as you know, it's Ryan. So I top 32'd the Battle Hardened Sonoma. Super fun experience. It was the first Battle Hardened we'd ever been to. Took my sister, took my brother and my nephew. It was a really good time. Had a lot of enjoyable matches, and I learned a lot playing Dio. I got to see some pretty cool decks, and then Majin Bay ended up being up at this tournament, so that was pretty cool. I was sitting next to him for, I think, like 1 or 2 rounds. Didn't really get to speak much to him other than niceties and stuff, but he's a really cool dude. I think the way Dio has kind of evolved over time is she's presented right now as more of a just on the pedal aggro deck, and we moved away from cards like Twin Drive because you're trying to generally set up that combo naturally through your Cerebrum processors and your backup protocol. And this list allows you to see a lot more zero, like hands that are just full of zeros, and allow you to boost a lot more. It's just a more bully tactic aggro deck. If you want to go in the matchups, my round 1 was into a Max. It was a buddy of mine. He's playing really well. I think his Max deck could have gone definitely some places had I not gotten lucky. I ended that round with a boom grenade on the field, and he blocked to secure enough damage to take, or to live off of, I think, 1 life, or 1 or 2 life. And he goes to reactions, and I had the boom grenade off the top, and it was, I believe it was yellow. So, yeah, either way, either boom grenade can be presenting lethal there. So I got the game through that, and then we went into round 2. Round 2 was against the Syndra that ended up top 8ing. He was very good. Played Syndra unlike anyone else I've ever played against. He really capitalized on how wide Syndra's turns can be, and how useful the maths can be in that deck. Definitely not a match. If you go down the match list, you'll see I practiced a lot into this match, so it wasn't a match that I expected to take early or to L out too early. But he was an exceptional player. We went into round 3, and again it was another Syndra. Syndra's heavily represented through this whole tournament, and I took that one. Round 4 was Arachne Marionette. I took that one. Thankfully, I had plenty of practice into it because a local buddy of mine named Alex plays a lot of Marionette, and I felt really comfortable into that matchup because of the practice me and him had ended up getting. He's a very good Marionette player, and to this day, he's still proving that champion still deserves a spot at the top tables. Round 5, I went into one of the probably best Marlin decks I've ever seen. It performed at an exceptionally high rate. I believe his name was Mark Taylor. I lost to it. He just presented a lot of damage. We were both doing the race game, but he was picking apart my hand every turn due to the Go Fishes. And like he literally just he didn't even have to find like he found his King Shark Harpoon on the second turn or something, and then just continually looped it with Codex. So I just got like destroyed with the same King Shark Harpoon 3 turns in a row. It was great. Yeah. Super fun match though. It's amazing to see what that hero can actually do when built right. And then we go into round 6. Again, Syndra got that one. I had plenty of matchup prep into Syndra with Dio. And then we got into round 7, and that was a matchup prep I had no matchup for. No matchup prep for. It was Prism, and from what the people I was told, from the people's reaction around me, I should have just like outright had this. I wasn't using my Max Vs as well, I can't say I wasn't using them. I just didn't have the chance to use them because it was literally my first hand boosted 2 of them off the top of my deck. So I had 1 to work with all game, and I didn't see it the rest of the game. So there was no poppers I could really work with, and I just never made it through, really. He continually just was able to send damage and disrupt. So I really got to have more practice into the Prism matchup. But in my name, Bill plays Prism pretty frequently. So if she doesn't end up LLing through this pro quest, then it's a pretty good chance that I need to put some games into her for the next Battle Hardened. But yeah, so that's the end of it. I ended up being bubbled out of Top Cut there 4-3. But I did make top 32. That was cool. To top 32, the first event I've ever been to for the game. It's probably the best I've ever done. Well, I day 2'd a couple of Pokemon events, but it's still, in my opinion, one of my most favorite achievements. I think I enjoyed this experience the most for sure. The event was just jam packed full of people that wanted to talk about Fab, that loved Fab. You had people playing every hero under the book, not just meta. Like we had Mark Taylor, or not Mark Taylor. We had a Tyler. It was a Tyler. Regardless, we had a Huntsman take second, which is just crazy. And I think this was it wasn't like a huge battle hardened, but it was a 128 man battle hardened. So it's a fairly big battle hardened. Had a really good time. As I said, we had a vendor that showed us a lot of love and gave us really good deals on a lot of foreign product, and then they had game stations set up for like old retro video games. SonomaCon was just a really good time. So I definitely recommend if you get the chance to go to one of these things, do it. They're really fun events. And yeah, actually, if you win, you definitely get worthy pricing. There was like a full uncut sheet of like all of the legendaries from the latest set, or not from the latest set, from High Seas. But that was really sick. Like to win that, to walk home with that would be sick, as well as like the gold foil and stuff like that. But yeah, overall, super fun time. The list I was using was heavily inspired by CYK Lionel. As I said, it's more of a bully tactics aggro list. I'll leave the full deck list down in the description. The only notable like difference from lists that you have normally seen me use is I'm actually using Hanabi Blaster in my list. And we've started to use the Cogworks Tinkerings and the Adaptive Plating combo, just because blocking for 5 and being able to cover up, basically having a refrigerator is nice. Like being able to block out a CNC or an erase face is really nice with just having to give up your armor, right? So that's pretty nice. And then if again if we're always using Achilles Accelerator, if you want to go into the more setup-y, or if you think that the aggro matchup is going to be more in your favor if you have more cards to draw. And then also AB, right? We said I like to run AB3. Goliath Gauntlets from the side now because we're running the Cogworks Tinkerings. And then Throttle's definitely in the side. Starting to learn really when and where I should be side decking with this deck. I love this deck a lot. I've been on mech since I started my journey through Fab, so it's nice to see this evolution and see me get somewhat decent with what I'm doing. Convection Amplifier I've got to say, like, this plus Teclo Pounder was like some of the strongest I sent. So what I had was like one of the strongest turns I've ever sent. It was Tecla Pounder, Convection Amplifier with a Throttle. So I had 2 Tecla Pounders on field. I off the topped Convection Amplifier. And I was being fatigued out. I had exactly 3 cards left in deck. And I had 2 boosts in hand. So I was going to be boosting away 2 of them. So I started with, I believe it was like a zipper hit, red zipper hit, pitched into that, or I had pitch into that, and then the convection amplifier came off the top, and then it was literally just throttle, because yeah, I was convection amplifier and 2 Tecla Pounders with throttle. Because if the throttle hit for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 overpowered with a boom grenade on field, 10 dominated with a red boom grenade on field. That's what it was. I was wondering because I was like, there's no way because he was at 14 when I killed him, or maybe a little less. But yeah, ultimately throttle with 2 Tecla Pounder and convection amplifier, super strong. We do have fatigue strats, like we can get out of it. Fatigue is just one of those journeys. A lot of players will have to tell you, you have to just kind of sit down and take the journey with every deck you're playing to figure out how that deck beats fatigue. And with mech, I'm still learning a lot of it, but Tecla Pounder and throttle definitely helps. Convection amplifier forcing boom grenades to go off with dominate. So it's just more, as I said, it's more bully tactics, more beatdown centric aggro deck rather than the aggro / combo it used to be. And I hope y'all enjoyed the video. And yeah, hit the sub and like button, and I'll talk to you guys later.